the dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Buddha Chandrasekhar ji, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy garu, Professor Dr. Kavita Daryani Rao, Mr. Srikanth Sinha, Dr. Rodriguez, Mr. Ram garu, and other dignitaries on the dais, and the principals, students, teachers, academia, industry, invited guests, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you, and greetings from National Institute for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, Ministry of MSME, Government of India. We are located in Yusufguda, Hyderabad. While the country is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are celebrating the Diamond Jubilee, the Hira Kal. When country is celebrating the Amrit Kal, we are celebrating the Hira Kal. Established in the year 1962, we have been serving the nation for the growth and development of micro, small, medium enterprises sector, and also the promotion of entrepreneurship development across the nation and even overseas. Our mandate is under the ministry to cater to the needs of the capacity building of entrepreneurship development and skill development and education needs of the industry academia. Over the 60 years, we have built the capacity of over 5 lakh officers across various departments related to entrepreneurship. Because MSME sector is one of the very important sector for our economy, because it is contributing for employment generation. 111 million people are employed in our country because of our sector, and we have contributed very largely for the exports, almost 40% and 30% to our GDP. That's how we have built the capacity of more than 5 lakh officers, and the journey is still on. In the skill arena, because we are talking about new education policy, I really compliment the organizers, the Hands India, and all the dignitaries and the participants assembled over here to exchange the information and to learn and to take it the best things out of this new education policy, and how do we go about to bring that, the very required change in our education system, and how it is going to build our education system, the students, and to bring more sustainability and employability in our nation. In the skill arena, since a decade, since 2009, the institution has built over 3 lakh unemployed youth and women in various skills, IT skills, women-oriented skills, and many technical skills, agri and rural related skills. More than 3 lakh students were trained in the institute. And the institute also contributed very largely for the nation building through policy advocacy, policy research. Closely 1,000 studies have been conducted for Ministry of MSME and various other ministries and line departments. And one of the flagship program of the institute is international executive programs. Apart from 5 lakh officers of the nation, the institution reached 150 nations in Asia and Africa and could train more than 10,000 international executives. Always we think that India is lagging behind, but it is not so. We are much developed, and we have developed so many technologies in MSME sector, and many executives, they come over to India and to Hyderabad to learn these best practices, where we have made positive developments to learn and to go over and implement there. So this is in brief about my institution, and today we are talking about new education policy and the implementation, and how do we go about this. So how this new education policy has come into effect, why we are talking about this. I would like to share a few things. India is regarded as one of the youngest nations because it has world's largest youth population, and precisely 54% of the total population is less than 25 years of age. We know this, but still I am reiterating how this education policy has come into force. India is having second largest workforce in the world and China being the first. It is predicted that India will continue to enjoy the same trend till 2040. So we have another 18 years more to go, but though China has greatest population, but it is lessened. It is becoming less and less, and they don't have youth population much in their country compared to India. However, India's formally skilled workforce is approximately 2%. This is actually 4 years old data, but if you see, the skilled workforce has increased to 4%. This is all based on the research, and when compared to China, they have 47% skilled workforce, 52% in America, and UK has gone beyond America, 68%. Japan it is 80%, and South Korea, highest among all the countries, 96% of their youth are skilled. So the vocational education has been given a lot of importance in new education policy. In MSME sector, we believe that skilled workforce is very, very crucial for any country's economy to grow and industries to flourish. It is estimated that there will be 104.62 million fresh entrants into the labor market by 2025. So are we ready for this new entrants to be absorbed in the market? So various thoughts has come into government, and a lot of exercise and homework has been done. How to take care of this market needs with regard to skilled workforce. So one of the formula being adopted through new education policy, imparting the vocational skills and building the capacity of the teachers, academicians, and also the industry workforce. One more very important reason why this new education policy is required for India and the student community and faculty fraternity. The unemployment rate in the country is estimated to be as high as 4.9% according to UPS approach report. More importantly, the unemployment rate of the age group between 18 to 29 years is estimated to be 12.9%. In order to absorb the unemployed and new entrants into the job market, India needs to create 115 million non-farm jobs by 2025. Currently, the country has only 75 million such jobs. It is very heartening, and the target is very tall and very high, and we all need to work towards to create the job opportunities for our large section of the youth. The target of such support should be to create additional 40 million jobs by 2025 is the need of the hour. This seems improbable considering that only the additional jobs created during a decade was only 2.7 million. So that is very, very low compared to the target. But as the economy grew in India over the decade, at the rate of 8.3%, but employment grew at very meager rate of only 0.4% per annum. So as per the economy, the employment has not grown in India. It is a point to be noted for all of us. The jobless growth is a concern as it is restricting the country's ability to harness the demographic dividend. Employment and unemployment survey report states that 58% of the graduates and 62% of the postgraduates are unemployed due to non-availability of jobs matching to their education. So this is one of the concern in our nation, and this is a threat for India because we have such a huge youth population, and if they are not employed suitably or sustainably or profitably, so that is going to cause a great damage for our country. That is the reason, in new education policy, the vocational vocational component has given very much important. The primary reason, so we need to understand why this joblessness is very high. The reason for the unemployment is inadequate skills possessed by the student community or the industry, labor or work community. So that's how the skill education is very important, and it is imperative intervention to attain the inclusive growth to sustainable enterprise development while addressing the issues like poverty reduction by improving the employability and productivity. In India, the challenges are quite a few, like to meet the skill manpower requirement, to have better synergy between employers and the training institutions, and to make sure that informal economy also have skilled workforce who are recognized and certified and also imparted entrepreneurship training. So experiences of developed countries recommend that investments in skill education will aid economy to scale up, results high and also result high growth sectors, break the low skilled workforce and low wage disorders. So these are the reasons. So the vocational education has been given a lot of emphasis in the new education policy. And over the last 2 decades, we have started this exercise for the past 5 years or so, but 120 nations across the globe, so they have started this exercise, and they try to align their education system with the requirements of economy for a skilled workforce by developing narrowly defined competency-based frameworks recognized as national qualification framework. In the global index, when we see the innovations or the startups or the skilled workforce, our rankings are double digit. So this is very, very heartening, and I think all the policy makers, so they have to work towards this, or the practitioners, they have to consider this while implementing this national education policy. And I'm very happy to share that when the new policy on skill and entrepreneurship development has started in the year 2015, in India, the skill universities has come up. So precisely we have 9 skill universities in India, and there is an association for Indian skill universities in India. And I'm very fortunate to conduct research among 2 skill universities which are located in Rajasthan, and we have conducted the research. I would just like to share very significant outcomes which would help all of us how to effectively implement this new education policy coupled with vocational education, and also to take it forward. The research study conducted among the Bharatiya Skill Development University located in Rajasthan and Rajasthan ILD Skill University located in Rajasthan, among 800 students it was conducted. They have studied a dedicated bachelor's course in skill education like automotive skills, IT skills, manufacturing skills, healthcare skills. Likewise, in 11 sectors, the skill was conducted. This course was conducted for 3 years, but yeah, I'll complete and I'll move. I have to go. This research was conducted. This course was conducted, but the students at the end of the course, so what is their perception? The study reveals that around 2/3 of the students did not study entrepreneurship module. Entrepreneurship is very, very important for our nation. That's what I emphasize based on the report of this research in their skill education. And nearly 3/4 of the students expressed that there is need for introduction of new subjects. Large majority of the students opined that entrepreneurial inputs, namely achievement motivation, entrepreneurship motivation, business idea generation, case studies, and business idea competitions, and innovation centers, industrial visits, and interface with entrepreneurs are very much crucial for them to complete their skill course and to get a very good remunerative employability in the industry in India or elsewhere. That is what the study reveals. And students strongly agreed that skill education component is required for success in entrepreneurship, as it provides internship in good industry, suitable stipend during internship, absorption in the same industry, a good job, salary, and employment opportunities abroad. So majority of the students were absolutely confident of succeeding in business with the skills what they learn during this 3-year graduation course, but they need entrepreneurial inputs. I will close in half a minute, nothing to worry. It is recommended that based on this study, skill and entrepreneurship should be seen together as a supplementary and complementary to each other. An institutional mechanism to to blend skill and entrepreneurship from national to district level is need of the hour. I sincerely request all the participants gather over here to give attention for this last few findings. National Skill and Entrepreneurship Council to be established under Ministry of Skill and Entrepreneurship Development. Now we have National Skill and Skill Development Council only, but entrepreneurship is not part of this council, or even the MSDE is not giving much emphasis on entrepreneurship. That is the concern. That's why the recommendation is to bring out National Skill and Entrepreneurship Development Council. And this has to evolve policy, policy advocacy, education, training, research, and extension. And as a statutory organization under the Ministry of MSME being conducting a lot of capacity building programs in the national and international arena and in skill development sector, and doing a lot of policy advocacy to government. So we wanted to be the knowledge partner addressing the capacity building, conferences, seminar, pilot testing of new ideas, program formulation, course designing, curriculum development, startup support, documentation and dissemination. And at state level, we have several universities. Already it was mentioned by Mr. Ram, but we don't have in all the states skill universities. So it is the need to have skill universities in all the states. Otherwise, wherever we have traditional universities, we need to have at least a dedicated department for entrepreneurship development. So that is the need of the hour. At present, we have only 9 universities. I have already shared, one in Haryana, one in Assam, one in West Bengal, Gujarat, Bhubaneswar, and Maharashtra. So we need to come up with several skill universities, and otherwise skill and entrepreneurship development department in all the existing universities. And I'm very happy to share that under the industries department, we have district industry center in every district. So the skill universities and this department should have the convergence and collaboration with this district industry center to hone the skills of the students, the academia and the industry laborers, and also the department officials, and also to bring out the change in our education system, and also to promote more and more enterprises and spread the culture of entrepreneurship among all the section of the population who are capable and who are able to take up this, and to prove to the nation and to prove to the world that yes, India not only second in population, but also it can grow and it can supply the skilled workforce to entire nation and also to other nations. So I really thank the organizers for giving National Institute for MSME an opportunity to share the latest research outcomes, and also to keep in mind these research outcomes while implementing this national education policy for the benefit of the education fraternity in India, and for the benefit of our country, the sustainability and the profitability, and to reach the national goals, and also for the global targets under sustainable development goals. Thank you very much, and I wish all the best for this conference.